Have you ever noticed that the smartest people are often the loneliest? Not because they hate people, not because they think they're better than everyone else, but because they notice things most people never do. The change in someone's voice, the delayed reply, the fake smile, the hidden disappointment behind simple words. While others move through life without thinking too deeply, their minds are constantly observing, analyzing, questioning, feeling. And over time, that awareness becomes exhausting. Because the more you understand people, the harder it becomes to truly connect with them. Psychology suggests that highly self-aware individuals often experience deeper emotional isolation, not because they're weak, but because they see beyond surfaces. Small talk feels empty. Fake energy becomes unbearable, and pretending to fit into shallow environments slowly drains them. So eventually, they stop trying. Not loudly, not dramatically, quietly. They begin to pull away from crowds. They answer less. They spend more time inside their own thoughts. And people misunderstand them. They call them cold, distant, hard to read. But the truth is, many intelligent people are simply emotionally exhausted, because understanding the world too deeply can become a burden. Most people think intelligence is a gift, but nobody talks about the loneliness that often comes with it. The nights spent overthinking conversations, the constant awareness of human behavior, the painful realization that many relationships are built on convenience rather than connection. Intelligent people often crave depth, not attention, not popularity, depth. They want conversations that mean something, connections that feel real, moments where they don't have to pretend. But modern life rewards performance more than authenticity, and that creates a painful disconnect, especially for people who feel everything intensely. You see, the deeper your mind becomes, the harder it is to enjoy superficial things. You begin questioning everything. Why people change so quickly. Why kindness is often taken for granted. Why genuine people are so rare. And eventually, your own mind becomes louder than the world around you. That's why many intelligent people love silence. Not because silence is empty, but because silence feels honest. In silence, there's no pretending, no fake conversations, no pressure to perform, just thoughts, questions, memories. And sometimes, that silence becomes the only place where they feel understood. But there's another side to this that psychology rarely talks about. Highly intelligent people are often more emotionally aware. They notice emotional patterns quickly. They can sense distance before words are spoken. They feel energy shifts others completely ignore. And while this awareness can protect them, it also makes life heavier. Because once you see human behavior clearly, it becomes impossible to unsee it. You start recognizing manipulation, fake loyalty, emotional inconsistency, and that changes the way you interact with people forever. Many intelligent people stop expecting too much from others, not because they've become heartless, but because experience taught them that depth is rare. That's why some of the kindest people slowly become quieter over time. Not weaker, not colder, just more careful with their energy. And maybe that's the hidden cost of intelligence nobody prepares you for. The loneliness, the emotional weight, the constant war inside your own mind. Because sometimes, being deeply aware feels less like a superpower and more like surviving thoughts that never stop moving. But if you've ever felt this way, if you've ever felt disconnected in crowded rooms, emotionally distant even around people you care about, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken for craving depth in a shallow world. You're not strange for wanting real conversations instead of endless noise. And maybe the reason you feel alone sometimes is because your mind was never meant for surface-level living. Maybe intelligence was never about knowing more than others. Maybe it's about feeling more than you know how to explain. And perhaps the deepest people in this world aren't the loudest ones. They're the quiet minds silently carrying thoughts nobody else can hear.